Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show that shall not be named. Today's prompt is fire, and this is the final Inktober drawing. It's Halloween, so I decided to do a Halloween-themed drawing, and we are drawing a jack-o'-lantern monster with its head smashed in thing. So yeah, I'm just sketching him out here. I decided to do another cartoony figure drawing type character, so there we go. Coming through with pencil. Just, roughing in some shapes here. Drawing in his mouth. I wanted his head smashed open so that I could utilize the fire prompt and have flames coming up out of it. And then, yeah, I penciled in some flames there. And this is just some, kind of rough trees. You'll see later I come through and I kind of paint them in with the brush pen, so I didn't bother sketching them out too much. And then, yeah, I went straight to hatching with this one. I didn't really want to do an outline. I wanted it to kind of have less of a defined edge, I guess. I wanted this to be like a really dark, spooky looking drawing, so I'm coming through with tons of cross hatching and just going nuts. I was getting a little experimental here. I think some of the stuff I did kind of turned out pretty good, but some of it I probably wouldn't do exactly the same again. So with the brush pen again, that thing just always. Someday I'll figure it out. But a lot of the shaping on the especially on his little pumpkin torso, I really liked how the hatching and the shaping sort of turned out there. The way I rendered it or whatever, I don't know. I would do it again. Yeah, I'm just coming through and, working in the values. I want him to be really dark so it looks like the fire is, lit up or whatever, right? I want the fire to look like a light source, so if you want that, you're going to want to make everything directly around it really dark. Otherwise, it's not going to look like it's glowing, really. So, yeah, I'm just coming through and cross-hatching the hell out of everything. So I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or over the next few days. Oh, yeah, I put in his little pumpkin butt cheeks there, too, by the way. Just so, in case you didn't notice. But, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the next couple of days or when, if I should just do tomorrow, or I think I'm going to take a couple days off because I'm pretty worn out from drawing and making these videos every day right now. But I want to do a sketchbook tour. But I figured I would ask you guys if you would, because I was going to do a Inktober drawing sketchbook tour, just the Inktober drawings. And I think that's a pretty good idea, but I was if I wanted to ask if anybody had any opinion, would you rather wait and just see the whole, because I think I'm only like maybe 10 pages away from being finished with this particular sketchbook. So if you'd rather wait and see the whole sketchbook, let me know in the comments. But I think unless there's like a bunch of people who have an opinion about it, which I doubt, you guys are probably like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want. I think I'll probably just do the Inktober stuff as a video. And that'll be the next one on like Friday or something. And I'll just, thumb through the sketchbook and, just go over all of them in like a 10-15 minute video or something. So, but yeah, like I said, if you have an opinion about that, leave me a comment. And if not, I'll just assume that the Inktober thing is a good idea. Yeah, here I'm coming through with the cross hatching. And doing 3-way cross hatching. So you'll go one way and then across that and then a third way. And that's how you get some of those really dark tones. It still has, it's not like the brush pen where it's solid black. It still has like a little bit of a texture to it. So I don't know. I think it looks really cool. Definitely a technique you want to use if you're just doing ink drawing. Like, you probably don't want to use that if you're going to paint over it. And then, yeah, I was really happy with the way that arm and hand turned out right there, how it's kind of got like a little twist. Those are supposed to be like the stalks or the stems or whatever kind of coming out of him, and I wanted it to kind of have like that kind of twisty, viney look to it. I was pretty happy with how that turned out. And yeah, just more hatching through the hands. Getting all the little twisty, rooty bits sticking off of everything. And then here I'm starting on the flames. I wanted them to be negative space. I'm using the extra fine nib here. And I think the original idea was to kind of make it look like smoke coming up off the flames. And it kind of does. Probably, this is one of those things I might not do the same way. Again, it was kind of an experiment, so I don't think it looks terrible or anything, but, it's one of those, like, yeah, see, I was trying to get it kind of billowy through there, and then, or maybe it was a good idea and I just kind of overworked it a little bit, too. I don't know. Now that I'm watching the time lapse with you guys here. And yeah, I'm just cruising through and getting all those little negative space flames picked out. And I think if I would have come through afterwards with a little more wavy, billowy sort of line work instead of I kind of just followed a sort of a grain here, I guess, the shape of the flames. If I would have like made it a little bit more wavy instead of straightening it out, I think it would have looked a little more smoky. But I think it's okay. Like I said, it's not, I don't like hate it, but I think I could do better. I feel like that's all my drawings. So I look at them and I'm like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But I'm also super self-critical. I know that, like it's a good way to be critical of your own art, but also, it's not always best for your mental whatever. But I always want to keep improving. So anyways, I'm coming through here with the brush pen and doing some spooky tree, branchy, backgroundy stuff here. And this, for some reason, I think this part looked different in my head than it ended up turning out on the page. But it's another one of those things. It's like, I don't hate it. Like it, I feel like this is one of those things where, it looks cool. It like frames it in, and you'll see I go through and work it with the fountain pen and get all sorts of like little details in there. But I feel like this is one of those things where like if your art teacher looked at it, they'd be like, don't do that. But it kind of, I don't know, kind of looks cool. It frames it in. It does sort of relate to the shape of the figure in the center there. So that's why I think it's one of those things that our teacher would be like, no, don't do that. See how it's got kind of negative space that surrounds his body there. I've seen lots of people do stuff like this before. And yeah, I think it looks cool sometimes. Especially if you're trying to get a lot of like darkness going on. Almost makes him look like he's glowing or something. Throwing down a napkin so I don't smudge. I just have packs of napkins sitting here. And then, yeah, I'm just coming through here, doing all the little branches, like the little tree branches, and filling it out so it doesn't look quite so vague. I wanted the branch tips to be like almost touching, but not quite. They don't actually touch, but they come freaking close, super close. This one would have been cool to throw like a moon, like up in a corner or something, but I didn't think of it until just now, so. Shoulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, shoulda, I don't know how that goes. Some combination of those words. Yeah, I'm just coming through here and finishing it all up, and that'll about do it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and thank you to my patrons on Patreon, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.